He was the most powerful chief in the region. He gave away his crown voluntarily and became more powerful than ever. The kingdom of Kedah had been blessed. Rich soil, strong borders, skilled people, and for 25 years, Chief Amma had ruled it. He had won 3 wars, built the great market, established the trade routes. By every external measurement, an excellent chief, feared by enemies, respected by allies, and, in the early years, genuinely loved by his people. The genuinely loved part had been changing, slowly, invisibly, small thing by small thing. At the 15th year council meeting about a trade dispute with Volta, Chief Amma noticed something. The advisors were not quite saying what they thought. Brilliant Kwaku started his point, then shifted it. Midway through, when he saw the chief's expression, female advisor Amma Serwa paused before speaking. That specific pause, not thinking, calculating. What is safe to say? Every advisor wrapped disagreement in agreement first. My chief, you are absolutely right that, and additionally, Chief Amma listened, not to what they said, but to what they did not say. And what he heard frightened him, more than any enemy army, more than anything in 25 years, because he recognized it from the inside. He had created this, with his responses over 15 years, to people who had disagreed with him, a room full of people telling him what was safe instead of what was true, and a leader who only hears what is safe is making decisions in the dark. That night he walked to the river, alone, without guards. For the first time in 15 years, he looked at his reflection, really looked. Not at the chief, but at the man behind all of that. What he saw troubled him. The man in the water was not the man he remembered. That man had been curious, had genuinely wanted disagreement, had changed his mind publicly, had laughed at himself easily. The man in the water now had been agreed with so long that disagreement felt like disrespect, had been deferred to so completely that other opinions felt like noise, had been powerful so long he confused his preferences with wisdom, his instincts with truth, his comfort with what was right. He remembered his father's words. The day you are afraid to be wrong is the day you start being dangerous. A ship that cannot correct course does not care how powerful its engine is. It will hit whatever is in front of it. Eventually, he sat through the night, and when morning came, he had made a decision, the hardest of his 25 years. Not to go to war, not to build something, but to be honest about himself in front of everyone. He called the full assembly, every person in the kingdom. He came out in full regalia, walked to the center of the square, looked at all his people, the farmers, the traders, the warriors, the elders, the children, then slowly reached up and removed his crown. The square went completely silent, the kind of silence with no category. He placed the crown on the ground and spoke. He told them about the council, about the advisors self-censoring. He did not blame the advisors. He named what had caused it, his own responses over 15 years. He told them about the river, about the man he had seen and the man he had started as, and the distance between them. I know what power does, he said. It is comfortable. It is addictive. It arranges the world to confirm what you believe, until what you believe and what is true are no longer the same thing, and you cannot tell the difference. I am at that edge. I can feel it. And the only honest thing is to say so, out loud, in front of you. I am giving this back, not because I am weak, not because I am forced, but because I have seen what I am becoming, and the kingdom deserves better than what power has been making of me. If you choose someone else, I will serve them, gladly. If you choose me again, I will serve you differently, with more fear, the good kind, the kind that reminds you every morning. The crown belongs to them. It always belongs to them. The square was silent for a very long time. Then movement at the back. Mama Adwoa, 91 years old. walking forward through parted crowd. She reached the center, looked at the crown, looked at the chief, then bent with great effort and picked up the crown. Walked to Chief Amma, placed it on his head with both hands, slowly stepped back and said 4 words. "That is our chief." The square erupted, including the advisors, who felt, for the first time in years, permission to be fully themselves in the presence of power. The council changed after that. Kweku finished his points, all of them. Amma Serwa spoke directly, without the calculating pause. 3 weeks later, Chief disagreed with her publicly, then said, "Explain further, I may be missing something." She explained. He was missing something. He changed his position in front of everyone. The council exhaled, collectively. The exhalation of people given permission to breathe. Old Tortoise sat with him that evening. "What changed?" Tortoise asked. "How I hold it," the chief said. "Before, I held power like something that defined me. So I protected it from challenge, from correction, from truth, which is protecting it from the things that would make it stronger. Now I hold it like something lent, not owned. And things that are lent, you treat with more humility, because you know they can ask for it back. And that awareness is not weakness. It keeps you honest, every morning, without fail." Tortoise spoke. "The most powerful thing a leader can do is be honest about their limitations, not to their enemies, but to their people. Your people do not need you to be perfect. They need you to be honest. They can work with honest. They cannot work with perfect, because perfect is not real. What you did and were standing in that square was Vernon, was the hardest kind of strength, the kind with no audience, no enemy to defeat, no territory to gain, just a person standing in front of their own truth and not looking away. That is the rarest courage there is, and the most necessary for anyone who leads anything, anywhere, in any time. Whatever you lead today, whatever power you hold, large or small, ask yourself, when did you last stand in front of your own reflection and really look? Not at the leader, but at the person behind all of that. Is this still who you started as? Is this who your people need? Is this who you want to be? The leaders who ask those questions and stay with the answers are the ones who last, who grow, who build things that survive them. The most powerful thing a leader can do is be honest about their own limitations. Subscribe to Africa Untold, where every story carries a lesson. Stay wise, stay strong. Africa Untold.